Joining me live now is Michael Ware. He is our US contributor, of course. It's about time this was able to happen. We've wanted this for a while, and eventually it's going to happen here too in Australia, Michael.
Yeah, you'd like to think, look, this could be a landmark development that, as you say, may see the first shots and the first little alarms by the end of next week, certainly by the beginning of the week after that. And look, we do know that this is needed. You know, of the 28 million kids here in the United States, they know of 2 million infections. And whilst most of those infections are asymptomatic, 8,000 kids have ended up in hospital here with COVID, and a third of those who go to hospital end up in intensive care. But fortunately, only about 100 kids have died of COVID. But look, it's very clear that this age group nonetheless needs protection for themselves, but also for their families and the school communities and others that they operate in. One interesting thing that was presented by the Centers for Disease Control is analysis of blood data. Now, interestingly, that showed that about 42% of kids had already developed antibodies for COVID. Now, they're not sure if this reflects the broader population of children, but because this covers children who are already under a doctor's care. But it definitely tells us that COVID is out there amongst the kids. So for the rollout, which can begin almost the day after the final approvals are given, because it goes now from the Food and Drug Administration, after it gets its final sign-off there, over to the Centers for Disease Control. They can begin the rollout almost immediately, and it's going to be, as you say, a third of the adult dose, and it's going to come in its own separate kit. It's going to be the whole vial will have a different colour, and the needles themselves will be much smaller. So this could be the beginning of a big change for all of us living in what I think is now an endemic COVID new way of life.